like my standard, I guess, is just higher for a quarterback than a lot of people's. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all just okay with having an average quarterback. I'm okay with having an average quarterback too. I'm not okay with having an average quarterback and acting like he's elite though. You feel me? I'm okay with having an average quarterback. That's what we have. But I'm not okay with then trying to flip it like he's elite and then blaming the rest of the team. No, he's a part of the rest of the team. He doesn't elevate anything. It's the reality, okay? What's good, YouTube? It's your boy K-Flex. I'm back here with another video, and today is an emergency video. We have to have a conversation about Tua, okay? We have to have a conversation because the shit is getting a little out of fucking hand, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, let me just give y'all a history, okay? Real quick, some people like the video before they even heard it. Let me just give y'all a history on. I've been a Miami Dolphins fan since I could remember, okay? I became a Dolphins fan playing Madden, honestly, and Ricky Williams. Like, my uncle created a team. He had Ricky Williams on it. I asked him what team that Ricky Williams played for. He said the Dolphins. That's how I became a Dolphins fan. I know it's crazy. But I've been a Dolphins fan for as long as I can remember. I've loved players. You know, I always loved the players that's on the team, okay? I had a lot of love for Jarvis. I loved Joey Porter. I loved Brent Grimes. I loved Brandon Marshall. I loved everybody. You know, I've had a lot of love for players. But let's get this clear. I've never loved a player more than I love the team, okay? That's never happened. And here we are again going through this cycle of being a Dolphins fan. It's a terrible cycle. And I'm having to address some things, okay? Number one, Tua fans. There are Tua fans that have invaded the Miami Dolphins fan base. And I'm going to tell you how you know they're Tua fans. And to you guys, I just want to say, I don't make videos for y'all. Let's get that out of the way, okay? Because I be getting all these dislikes and people get mad when I tell the truth. I don't make videos. Y'all gotta understand, Tua fans, I appreciate y'all. These are not for y'all. I make videos for the Dolphin fans and the people that care about Dolphins news, not Tua. The reason why I have to say this is because I've been reading my comments and I'm getting sick to my stomach from what I see on Twitter. Who gives a fuck if Tua threw 300 yards? We lost to the Jags. So this is what I'm ready to say. If you are this is how I know that you're just a Tua fan or a Tua hater. If you've spent this last 24 hours since we lost to the worst team in the league arguing or discussing about whether or not Tua is if Tua had a good game because he threw 300 yards, you're not a Dolphin fan in my opinion. Okay, nobody should be arguing about whether or not Tua had a good game or if the 300 yards was cool. I see people saying, oh, Justin Herbert did it and Joe Burrow did it and y'all look cool. Y'all, we lost to the Jags. Who gives a about what Tua? And that's when I start realizing it's people that are putting Tua above the entire team. Well, I've been through this, but this just really confirmed it. Ladies and gentlemen, we lost to the Jacksonville Jags. Why are people so concerned with arguing about for or against Tua at the moment? There's a plethora of problems. Let me just give y'all the true breakdown of Tua, and this is from my opinion. I'm non-biased. The truth of the matter is there are people that are biased on both ends, and especially in the Dolphins community and Dolphins YouTube. And honestly, I end up getting the short end of the stick because people think that I'm on a side. I'm not on no fucking. I like the Miami Dolphins. I don't care. Listen, I like Tua. I have his Alabama jersey and I have his Dolphins jersey. I like Tua simply because he plays for the Dolphins. If he stops playing for the Dolphins tomorrow, I don't give a about Tua no more. That's just the reality. It's some people who just put Tua above the entire team, but they do that with every quarterback. Let me just give y'all the facts. Let's just go off of what we've seen with Tua. The problem is we've rooted to get Tua for so long, right? Even before we ever even knew the Dolphins would get him. There are people that were saying he was the generational, right? Before he even came, and vice versa. He had haters before he ever even put on our jersey. It was fans that already hated Tua, already was mad because they thought he was injury prone. It's people that have drawn the line in the sand so deep that they can't switch sides. And it's creating a bunch of toxicity, right? Because this guy has been saying Tua's generational, Tua's that for so long that when Tua comes out and looks regular, which by the way, he looks regular, they can't even say, oh, he's regular because they have too many egos and too much pride. It's a lot of people like that, fans and everybody, where they can't just be like, yo, Tua, yeah, well, he looks regular. They rather just tear down the rest of the team, say the rest of the team sucks, instead of just saying, you know what, Tua's regular. Every time we win, it's because of Tua. Every time we lose, it's not because of Tua, it's because everything around him. Those are those fans. And then there's just fans on the opposite side of the spectrum. The haters, Even if Tua looks good, they're not gonna really say it. It's just a 1 game sample size. You know what I'm saying? And and it's like the egos of the Dolphins fan base is literally making it so toxic and unbearable that it's just unbelievable. It's to the point where I still like responding to comments and stuff and on Twitter, but I can't even look at Dolphins Twitter no more. Everything's about Tua. We just lost to the worst team in the league, and all y'all want to talk about is Tua. This is way bigger than him. Let me tell you the reality. If everybody was just being honest and objective and not dealing with these emotions or these egos or trying to confirm their biases, everybody would openly be able to admit that Tua is just a regular looking quarterback. And I'm comparing him to the quarterbacks that were drafted in his class. He doesn't look like he's the best one. Justin Herbert looks like the best one. Joe Burrow looks like the second best. He looks like the last. Okay. In that case, if you want to compare him to the quarterbacks draft, the other young quarterbacks, he's on the bottom half. That's the reality. But I'm calling him average because I'm accounting for the fact that he doesn't have everything around him like the other quarterbacks. Well, some of the quarterbacks have less, but I'm not comparing him to the Lawrences, to the Trey Lances, whatever. People got offended last video because I said that Trevor Lawrence outplayed Tua. Well, Trevor Lawrence did win the game. And usually when we win, even if Tua doesn't look good, I always say, I don't care. He did what he had to do. But people seem to get offended last night. Oh, why did Trevor Lawrence outplay him? He threw for less yards and less time. Bro, is that what y'all worried about at a time like this when your team you worried about me saying that another quarterback outplayed Tua? To be honest, I don't give a damn who outplayed who. We lost to the worst team in the league. Get that, y'all. That's why I'm starting to figure out. Y'all are not Dolphin fans. Y'all are Tua fans. We lost to the worst team in the league. Anyways, where am I going with this? You guys got to set up y'all egos. Okay? The people out there that know, a majority of y'all not like this. Majority of y'all still Dolphin fans. Y'all know this. You guys got to suck up y'all egos, whether you're on one side or the other side, and admit that you might have been wrong about Tua. And again, he can improve, but what we've seen right now, and I'm not talking about the people that still believe in Tua. It's okay to believe that he's still going to be the best. But the people that aren't giving him any blame or that's giving him all the credit, guys, it's a Ryan Tannehill situation all over again. That's what it sounds like. It's awful, okay? Let's be honest when we're talking about a quarterback. Stop. Just because you said Tua was generational in the past doesn't mean you can't switch up. Just because you said Tua was awful in the past doesn't mean you can't switch up. It's okay. Somebody commented on my last video and said, oh, you said Tua's regular. What you going to do when he starts going crazy this last 12 games? What are you going to say? Or no, he was like, if he starts going crazy this last 12 games, just don't switch up. What are you talking about? Don't switch up. That's the mentality of the fan base. That's the problem right now, is that we can't. People don't want to switch up. If Tua start looking a Pro Bowl material the last 12 games, you think I want to say, oh, Tua's regular just so I could have been right? No, I don't give a damn about being right. I'm just telling you what I see. If Tua switch up, if Tua ends up performing, I'll literally be like, okay, my bad. Tua's not regular. He's going crazy now. But the reality of it is, early in the season, he has not been going crazy. Last year, I didn't see anything besides that Cardinals game that would imply that he's even like above average. Like, I'm telling you the facts. Win is not a quarterback stat necessarily, but that's the only stat that Tua has that would make you believe that he's on par with the other young quarterbacks in the league, because his actual numbers don't stack up with theirs. So this is why I say pick one. I pretty much say, Tua's good because he wins more than the other quarterbacks. That's all he has above these other quarterbacks. He's not putting up the numbers they're doing. And whatever situations you want to say, none of them were drafted into good situations. Let's be honest. Nobody's drafted in good situations. He's not putting up the numbers they are. He's not. He's only winning, right? And once we go on a losing streak, now that we're starting to lose, there's gonna be nothing that you can say that separates Tua from them besides blaming everybody else on the team. It's just all bad. Now, I'll be the first to admit there's other problems too, but Tua does not elevate or do anything that makes you believe that he can somehow, again, what is the word I'm looking for? He doesn't rise above the challenge, and that's fine. He's a regular quarterback. That's what I'm telling you. And people think when I call him a regular quarterback that I'm just saying he's trash. I've never said that. I said he was regular. He's just your average standard. He's not special. That's the honest truth. If he was special, there's no special quarterback letting their team lose to no Jacksonville Jags under any circumstances. I'm just telling you the facts. To the Jacksonville Jags in a must-win game, I should say. This was a must-win game. He came out and lost. We came out and lost. That's fine. Okay, he's young, whatever. he's not special. Aaron Rodgers is not letting this happen. Kyler Murray's not. They're not letting their team go down 1-4 and then lose again to the Jacksonville, the worst team in the league, with a drunk coach. Like that's just not happening. He's a regular quarterback. He needs a lot around him, or a decent amount around him, to succeed like every other decent quarterback. There's special quarterbacks, and he's just not one of them. And people get offended when I say that, but it's the reality. It's what I've seen. Okay, if you're gonna try to say that Tua is special, show me what you've seen to say that he's special besides a Cardinals game over a year ago, or like about a year ago. You can't, how long are you gonna feed off that Cardinals game? We need to see something more of that Cardinals game. Okay, he threw 300 loss. He threw 300 yards in a loss versus the worst team in the league with like the worst pass defense in the league, and I'm supposed to be happy. And there's people that's actually celebrating that as if it's like an achievement. We lost to the worst team in the league. Our quarterback threw 300 yards, and I'm supposed to like clap and be like, "Oh, Tua looked great." He's supposed to throw against the worst team in the league. Well, we're the worst, but the second worst team in the league. Why would I applaud that? Then I haven't even got on the injuries. This is the point of this video, is that people seem to think I'm a Tua hater for calling him regular when he is regular. Is you guys got to stop falling in love with these players, okay? I know you guys all have these biases. Y'all want to think that y'all know. Well, I'm not, and I'm talking about. If I'm not talking about you, I'm not talking about you. But it's a portion, a cult of the fan base that have these biases that they're going to do anything to protect. They don't want to admit they were wrong, so they're going to keep on defending mediocre play. And at the end of the day, that's what Tua has provided us, is mediocre at best play. Okay? And you can say whatever factor you want to attributes to that, but the fact of the matter is he has not risen above anything. He hasn't risen above any challenges. Okay? If the team is playing great around him, he'll play great. Like every other quarterback. That's all it is to it. So what I'm saying is there is nothing wrong with him being average. Somebody commented on the last video, majority of the people have average quarterbacks. That's the facts. Majority of the quarterbacks in here are average. There's nothing wrong with that. You could still win the Super Bowl with average quarterbacks. Dan Marino never won a Super Bowl, but Joe Flacco did. You just got to have other shit around him. That's all I try to say. And then Tua fans get angry as in, oh no, he's more than that. He's more. Then show me. Okay, if you're saying that Tua showed you some shit that implied that he's on the level of Mahomes, the Josh Allen, Lamar's, where? Besides one game. I could go to Jamarcus Russell and probably find a 300-yard, 2-touchdown game from him. A game-winning drive from him. I'm not saying he's Jamarcus, I'm just saying he's regular. You can't use a one-game sample size. We have to see more. So, again, Tua's not the only person to blame. He's not even the biggest problem. But I have to make this video because there are Tua-neers that if you say anything that Tua's mediocre or Tua's anything besides the best thing ever, and that Tua's anything besides a victim of the circumstances, then you're a casual with this, you're hating on Tua. No, bros. Like they want you to come out here and say Tua's just a victim. He's our starting quarterback. He's not no damn victim. Okay? Is he in the best situations? No. But is any top pick ever in the best situation? Is Joe Burrow in the best situation? Like, no, bro. You make do what happen. You make do what you have. But Brian Flores deserves some blame too. Everybody deserves some blame. But let me get this straight, bro. Because a lot of people are just Tua fans. I'm a Dolphin fan. I call it how I see it. If Tua looks bad, Tua looks bad. It's reality. If Tua looks good, he looks good. If y'all expected me to get up here and praise him after throwing 300 yards against the worst team ever, you got me fucked up. Okay, that's some Tua fan shit. I mean Dolphin fan shit. Let's get it all. Let's get that separated. If y'all find a video of me ever bashing Tua after a win, I'll give y'all $100. Y'all not gonna find that. I don't bash quarterbacks after wins. So don't come here talking about, oh, but with Tua those 200 yards after a win, then y'all complain. Who is y'all? It'll probably be the other YouTubers. Y'all got me confused. I don't complain when we win. Tua did what he had to do. We won. I don't give a damn if Tua throw 150 yards. But if you throw 300 yards and you throw a pick at the end of the third and you don't lead us to a victory versus the Jacksonville Jags, then yes, I'm going to have an issue with that. Okay, period. So that's the reality. All I care about is wins and losses. Okay? And the quarterback is a huge part of that. I care about wins and losses, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. And our defense has regressed too, ladies and gentlemen. Our defense has regressed. Jason Sanders has regressed. Everything looks bad. It's a lot of things to get fixed. But Tua is not just like my standard, I guess, is just higher for a quarterback than a lot of people's. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all just okay with having an average quarterback. I'm okay with having an average quarterback too. I'm not okay with having an average quarterback and acting like he's elite though. You feel me? I'm okay with having an average quarterback. That's what we have. But I'm not okay with then trying to flip it like he's elite and then blaming the rest of the team. No, he's a part of the rest of the team. He doesn't elevate anything. It's the reality, okay? Get in the comments, know what you guys think. I just had to make this video because Tua Nears and all these people are getting out of fucking hand. The haters, they're getting. I guess it's a lot of Tua haters too, but I don't really follow them. All I be seeing is a whole bunch of like defending mediocre play. But everything I said about the Tua lovers, it applies to the Tua haters. Get off this man penis. If you say you're a Dolphin fan and worry about the rest of the team, there's no reason we all should be arguing when we just lost to the worst team in the league about whether or not Tua had a great game because he threw 300 yards. That's slow, okay? Anyways, get in the comments and let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, roll to 11K. I'm out.